Hello, welcome to our channel. You may be thinking of getting a new four-footed friend to keep you company, and a factor which you are probably considering is what to feed him. On the other hand, you may already have your beloved pet. However, you may be wondering, what are the other types of dog food besides grain-free and regular dog food? You guessed right, there are in fact other types of dog food besides grain-free and regular dog food. In this video, we will explain the different types that are available so you can make an informed decision if you're thinking of switching your dog to another diet entirely. There are a variety of dog foods you can feed your beloved pet, however the final decision comes down to you as his owner. There are a few factors that you would need to consider. Factors such as his nutritional needs, your dog food budget, and the diet type your dog is already used to. If you are ever in doubt about your final decision, you can always schedule a consultation with your vet. The remarkable thing is that whatever you decide, you're not limited to only one kind of diet. For example, if you decide on dry kibble, you could mix it with canned food. Alternatively, you can add raw toppings to dog food which is commercial and dry. In the US, foods packaged especially for dogs are normally sold as balanced and complete products according to the breed or age identified by the dog food producer. Several studies carried out on dog foods of a commercial nature have discovered that the number of nutrients required by dogs every day is 38. When you check the label of the packaging, if it reads, balanced and complete, this means it includes all the nutrients known which is needed by dogs. It also means these nutrients are completely balanced according to the energy concentration of this food, including the additional nutrients the food contains. What are the other types of dog food besides grain-free and regular dog food? The key kinds of dog food which can be purchased by dog owners are listed below. 1. Frozen and freeze-dried food. 2. Moist dog food, also known as canned dog food or wet dog food. 3. Semi-moist food. 4. Kibble, also known as dry dog food. We will briefly explain the characteristics of each of these various types of food so you can discuss with your vet and then make an informed decision. Frozen and freeze-dried food. This type of dog food is actually raw, which is why it comes in a frozen or freeze-dried form. The main reason for this is due to hygiene, as foods that are raw are vulnerable to bacteria growing on them. Therefore, they have to be preserved at cold temperatures or they would grow harmful bacteria. This type of dog food is considered to be healthy, and several professionals who work in the industry of pet food now endorse this kind of dog food. It's important to note that it's on the expensive side, so bear it in mind that if you decide to feed your dog this type of food, it will cost you a lot more. It will cost you as much as twice, 3, and in some cases up to 4 times more. This is in comparison to dry dog food. On the downside, freeze-dried dog food, typically, does not last for a long time. You can normally place this kind of food in your fridge for either 2 or 3 days. Alternatively, you could mix a substantial part of the food which has been freeze-dried with water, then place it in your fridge for either 3 or 4 days. You have to do more food preparation, and it involves added work in comparison to the others. If you do not like to spend time on meal preps, then you will need to take this into consideration when buying. When handling dog food which is freeze-dried and frozen, you will need to handle it safely. It's very critical that you do so. You will also need to remember the following if you decide to go for this choice. 1. You will need to wash your dog's dish and any additional instruments which you used after every meal. You will need to wash these dishes and all utensils involved in water which is hot and soapy. Make sure it is dry completely before you use them again. 2. When buying this type of dog food, carefully inspect the packaging for any tears or holes. Moist dog food, also known as canned dog food or wet dog food. This type of food for dogs is on the other end of the spectrum when compared to dry dog food. It contains a high water content which, naturally, gives it a different texture. Moist dog food is practically the same as wet dog food. This makes it easier for dogs with poor dental health as well as senior dogs to consume it more easily since they don't have to chew. Typically, this type of dog food gets cooked at high heat so that the food can be sterilized. It is usually packaged in foil trays, pouches, or cans. In terms of its form, it can come as chunks in gravy, meatloaf, or chunks in jelly. It is also available in frozen form or in refrigerated form. In terms of budgeting, it is on the expensive side when compared to dry dog food, although you can keep it in storage for a while. When buying canned dog food, you will need to exercise caution. You will also need to keep an eye out for water and protein it contains. If the amount of water present is too high, this means it will have fewer nutrients, resulting in your dog having to consume a larger quantity in order to keep up with his daily nutrient requirement. It is always advisable that you purchase dog food that is balanced and can be classified as 100% complete. Make sure you carefully read the packaging label before you make your final buy. Semi-moist food. This type of dog food is not as popular, however it is a trendy way that dog owners give their dogs a treat. A large number of experts do not tend to endorse this dog food type because it has the least amount of nutrients in comparison to the other types of dog food available. It also typically includes too many artificial colors and flavors. In terms of appearance, it has a soft pellet look, also has a texture that is chewy, and is normally packed in packets. If you are considering this type of diet for your dog, then it is advisable that you consult your vet and seek professional advice first. Kibble, also known as dry dog food. This is an immensely popular type of dog food, also known as dry dog food. This type of food for dogs has truly little water content. Typically, it is made in kibble form, however it can also come as mixers, biscuits, or flake food. It is quite popular primarily because it is quite inexpensive. Another reason it is a popular choice is that it can be easily stored in storage containers designed for dog food. It is also quite crunchy, which helps to clean your dog's teeth, which ultimately assists his dental hygiene. Kibble additionally does not easily expire when compared to other kinds of dog food, which means you do not have to keep it refrigerated. Since kibble has low water content, this means you will need to keep your dog properly hydrated by supplying him with water as often as possible. He will need to hydrate with more water because of his food not containing that much water. It is also quite easy to serve since you will not need to cook, thaw, or prepare it in order to feed it to your dog. You simply need to serve the required amount into your dog's bowl and voila, you are done. It is as simple as that. It is not all smooth sailing with this type of dog food though. One of the advantages is also its disadvantage, and that is the fact that it is popular. How can this be? Since it is a popular choice, this means there are several varieties available to choose from. This means that you will need to do more research and be more cautious when choosing. This is simply because a lot of these commercially available options you can purchase are not good for your dog. A lot of the options out there have unhealthy elements such as preservatives, artificial colors, and flavors. Some have included ingredients and unhealthy fillers which do not add any value in terms of nutrition. We hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our channel and turn the notification on, so that you will know when we post a new video. Also, visit our site, www.zimgrainfreedogfood.com for more content like this. Thank you for watching.